Hello, my name is Nick Rossington, Director of Financial Services at the Buy-to-Let Mortgage People. Today I'd like to talk about mortgage finance because one of the questions I'm always asked is how easy is it to get a mortgage? I think what we are finding in the marketplace, clients are looking at lending, at bank lending and thinking it's very difficult to get a mortgage. Well, actually, for the right people buying the right properties, finding mortgage finance is actually relatively easy, and I'll just go through a bit about the criteria and a bit about the background of mortgage borrowing. Well, if we go back 4 or 5 years ago, before the credit crunch, or even at the time of the credit crunch, what we were finding is that lenders tended to look at buy-to-let as being a business venture, and as long as the rental income more than covered the mortgage payments, then as long as that stacked up, they were quite willing to lend. Now, as a result of the credit crunch, of tightening on lending, what lenders have done is tighten their lending criteria, and they've made it more, I think it's more akin to residential lending, insofar as they want to see clients who have got a track record in employment, they want to see a good credit rating, and also they need to see that that the property stacks up, i.e. that the rental income is going to more than cover the mortgage payment. So for the right client, there are mortgage deals out there, and I think I look at the benefit and look at how strong the sector is when we look at other forms of lending. So if any form of business, to go to a bank and say, well, I want to borrow 75% of a certain price, then lenders are going to need to see a really good business plan, a really good venture, etc., etc. Whereas for buy-to-let, because property is such a strong sector, as long as you've got 25% deposit, as long as you have employment history, as long as you've got good credit, and as long as the rental stacks up on the property, and the property is the right property deemed by the lender, then actually getting property finance to purchase that is relatively easy. And I think that really does show how strong the sector is and how comfortable lenders feel with lending on buy-to-let properties. So just for a client, what we do look for when we are doing our initial mortgage, fact-find mortgage discussion with clients, is that we need to see proof of residency, so you live where you live, proof of identification. Once we've seen that, we also need to look at employment history, and I think what lenders do need to see is that if you're an employed person, you have 3 months employment history, and they want to see the last 3 months wage slips, and often the last 3 months bank statements showing those salary payments made into the bank account. They want to see a good credit history. If people have got slight blips on their credit, then please talk to us. It may need getting an Experian report or Equifax, but we can talk you through that. And as long as then the 25%, minimum 25% income, and I think when we say that, minimum 25% deposit, as long as you've got a 25% deposit, then you do have access to most of the deals. The higher the deposit, what you will find is that you get the lower the rates available, and the wider the choice of deals there. But up to 75% loan to value with a 25% deposit, then we do find that we have quite a wide choice. You get any more than that with only 20% deposit, then there's relatively few lenders that will lend, and the mortgage rate's that much more expensive. So in summary, is lending difficult? Well, no, I don't think it is. I think the lenders are very, very keen to lend. We're seeing more mortgage products coming out. We're seeing more lenders entering the market because it is a very buoyant market. It's a very strong market, and rental demand is at an all-time high. For the right clients, as long as you meet the lender's criteria, then there is no difficulty. They do want to lend to you, and we will be able to search the market to try and find the most appropriate deal for you. Anyway, my name is Nick Rossington, I'm Director of Financial Services. Please call me on 01522 503 710 or email me on nick@buytoletmortgagepeople.co.uk or visit our website www.buytoletmortgagepeople.co.uk. Thank you.